What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. So for today's workout, you need your burrito and either a chair, box, cooler, whatever you need that where you can do some dips on. So for today's warm-up, we have 3 rounds, starting out with a 200-meter run, roughly about a minute. If you don't have a running area or for some strange reason it's raining, you can jog in place for 1 minute. Okay, after you get that 1 minute or 200-meter run, then we're going to go straight into 3 inchworms. As Coach Casey demonstrates, she walks her hands out, get a nice stretch at the bottom, open up those hips, walking those hands all the way back up, standing up nice and tall. You got 3 of those. Then we have 5 push-ups. Once again, nice solid plank position here from shoulders all the way to toes, shoulders on top of the wrists. Nice solid position, or you can go to where you're on your knees. Once again, not snaking your way up, keeping a nice plank position the full time there. Just 5 push-ups. After you get those 5 push-ups, we have 10 dead bugs. Keeping a nice flat back here. Trying to suck your belly button all the way down to the ground. You're going to go opposite arm, opposite leg. As you stretch, that low back is going to arch. You're going to do your best to keep a nice flat back. If it gets a little difficult, what you can do is hold your hands straight up and just alternate which leg goes down and back, making it a little easier on yourself, a little less coordination, but still trying to keep a nice flat back position that entire time. So we have 3 rounds of that. After you get those 3 rounds, then our workout today is going to be 5 rounds of 5 minutes each round. So to start out every round, you have a 400-meter run with your burrito. If you're going performance, if you're going athletic, it will be without the burrito. And if you need to go health, we're just going to do 2 minutes in place of like kind of jogging in place. Okay, so that'll be 2 minutes for health. That'll be a 400-meter run for athletic and a 400-meter run with the burrito for performance. After you get that run, then it will be dips. So for our dips here, shoulders stacked on top of the wrist, feet out straight out in front of you. If you need a little bit of an easier version, you're just going to pop those feet up, sitting like in a nice chair position, dipping down, nice tight core the whole time. You don't want to go past you don't want to decline here because then you're going to overstretch your shoulders. You just want to go to where your shoulders are nice and parallel with the ground. So for performance, that will be 30 reps, and athletic and health, that will be 20 reps. Once again, if you want it a little difficult, have your legs out. If you want it a little easier, bring those legs in a nice chair position. Then, once you get all those dips, we have an elbow plank hold for 1 minute for performance, 45 seconds for athletic, and 30 seconds for health. Notice how her shoulders stacked right on top of her elbows. She's got a nice tight core. She's squeezing her butts and quad all at the same time, almost like she's trying to tuck her hips under. That way we can keep tension on your abs. If this gets to be a little challenging, then you can go to your knees, still try to tuck those hips underneath. That way you keep the tension on your abs. Okay? So once again, performance, that's 1 minute. Health, 30 seconds. Athletic is 45 seconds. So roughly, you should be getting done in around 4 minutes. That way you can have around a minute of rest before the next round starts. So you don't want to be working for the entire 5 minutes. If it gets to the point where you're working that much, you need to cut back that run a little bit. Maybe you can cut back the reps a little bit. That way you can get around a minute of rest each time. That run should take roughly 2 minutes. You shouldn't be on the dips longer than a minute. And the elbow plank, once again, will be 1 minute or less depending on which variation you need. Okay? 5 rounds, 5 minutes every round, starting a new round. All right. And last but not least, we have that cool down. So we're going to go through a little bit of a yoga flow today. So Coach Casey here is going to demonstrate. She's going to start in a down dog position. She's going to go to a high plank position. Then she's going to go down and go up in a chaturanga. It's a yoga term. You know, I'm not a yogi, but here it is. And then from that chaturanga, going worming her way back up to that high plank position. So high plank, up, back to the down dog position. You're going to do that whole rotation 5 times. Once you get through with 5 rotations of that, then we're going to do a pigeon stretch for 1.5 minutes on the right and 1.5 minutes on the left. So once again, that knee is coming towards her chest. She's trying to dip down as far as she can. If you can't touch your chest to your knee, that's okay. Just get as deep into that stretch as you can. As you get a little bit of a breather, try to sink down a little more into it. So that's 1.5 minutes on the right, 1.5 minutes on the left, And then we're going to go through 5 more flows like we did to start out with. So down dog, high plank, chaturanga, worm, all the way back up to that high plank 5 times all the way through. And then last but not least, we have a tricep stretch on the left and on the right. Reaching your arm all the way across, trying to touch your shoulder blade, using your opposite arm to pull it down a little, sink deeper into it. So 1 minute on each side after you get through those 5 flows. That's all we got for Tuesday, guys. See y'all later.